The Second International Congress. Our British comrades have confirmed their readiness to host the Second International Congress in London. It is time for the Russian Socialist Federative Republic to confirm its participation. Wait, but I haven't changed yet. We shall attend. I like how the option to decline but gives me minus 50% stability. It's like, why would I do that? I've gone this far into being socialist. Why would I stop and say no? Syndicalism spreads to the Philippines. Yay? The 1937 Spartakiad, whatever that is. The first That Thing's opening ceremony was held in Paris and attended by dignitaries and athletes from around the socialist world. The French team carried the torch, the British team the hammer, and the other teams carried the pieces of the cog to the location where they were to be assembled. When placed together, they formed the international symbol of syndicalism. Boo, syndicalism! Radical socialism for the win! Full recovery. It is over. The FOP requests manpower. The Workers' Front of Patagonia. Oh yes, they want men, okay. They will send men and guns. But only if you become Soviet. Inauguration of the Second International Congress. With all the delegates in London, the Second Congress of the International began with a speech by Comrade Eric Blair. In his so-called Shield and Sword speech, he underlined the need for the International to double its efforts towards the forging of Damocles, a weapon capable of destroying the reactionaries across the world once and for all. Bravo, Comrade Blair. Well, I think I'll get this extra research slot, then I'll switch to the Soviets. Progress cannot be stopped. End of... let's see. Do that, it ended. They're going slow against Bulgaria, and Albania joined, apparently. Syndicalist revolutionaries in Switzerland. Syndicalism spreads to Burma. Oh, and the Ottomans made their demands to Bulgaria, and I guess they just gave it to them. Like a big oof for Greece. Sweden has joined the... Oh, they're not at war with Finland anymore. Finland has gone nationalist. National populist. Well, nobody will care when I roll over them. Finland has requested grain. I'm sorry, Finland, but fuck off. You will have grain when you join the Soviet Union. Oh, there's a Spanish Civil War. Pugilists in the Baharatia commune. Interesting. Where we go? This is Turkestan. Here I am, Russian Socialist Republic.
Я готов.
Do I have to fucking
Готов выдвигаться.
put you all back to... Where is it? It's not down there. This stuff. Oh, there it is.
Слушаю.
There we go. I fixed... I didn't fix it.
Внимание.
There we go. Now I fixed it.
Готов. Смирно. Брось.
Now it's fixed.
Брось. Я готов.
I think I had less troops than before.
Внимание.
Makes sense. Only loyal proletariat allowed in military. Everyone else will be shot.
Готов. Слушаю. Жду приказа.
Reset everything. Wait, did... Oh, I didn't keep the research slot that I got. Because of how it switches the country. Oh, that's stupid. Damn. And I didn't keep the progress on the research that I was doing. Alright, well. Yeah, some changes could need to be made to how it switches you over to the Soviet Union. I remember the technology that I got, but I don't remember the technology that I was in the middle of researching. A new era for Russia. Whose board order should I go on? Let's see. Yeah. Alright, get on their border. Oop. Don Kuban, or the Don Republic has joined the Reichspakt. Alright. Well. All the other guys haven't joined though, right? Yeah. Yeah, they're all still free, so it's just the Don Republic. Poland is joined? Okay, no Thorn Poland then. I like Thorn Poland.
Брось! До приказа. Смирно! Внимание! Внимание! Готов!
Go. Revolution successful. After an unexpected yet planned revolution, the government has consolidated its rule across the country. The socialist reforms made by the government helped us in our so-called evolution. It is time to hold an emergency Congress to decide on the leadership of our young socialist republic. Hold the emergency Congress. Wait, do I? Oh, I also didn't keep my intelligence agency. Okay, so... yeah. Gee, wait, no, I should have named that the KGB. Well, I can rename it.
Так точно!
Question of the Bolsheviks. The RKP is the party of Bolsheviks that captured the power in the country in October 1917. Their unwillingness to cooperate with our socialist parties and trust in revolutionary terror has detonated the Civil War. After the Civil War, the Bolsheviks were almost dissolved. Some left for France. The others, like Nikolai Bukharin and Alexei Rykov, founded their own party. Since then, the party was ruled by the Old Guard, the union of Kamenev and Zinoviev. Russian. While their methods can seem too radical for us now, the similar movements were successful in other socialist countries. So we might include them in the Congress. I don't want that totalism. Bolshevism is evil to socialist democracy. Volunteer only. Oh man, we're gonna pump those numbers up. Socialist Republic of Liberia. Okay, Liberia. You do you. Economic policy. I want the NAP. You know, keep the NSP in power. Army policy. Another thing we should decide on is the question of army. Oh yes, let's see. Well, we want a centralized military. Saudi Arabia. Alright, let's rename that to the KGB. Let's see, the minorities. There are different opinions in the Congress about the governmental structure as well. First option is to make Russia a centralized, unitary state, without autonomous administrative divisions. The majority of the factions support the idea of federalization, creation of semi-autonomous socialist republics. The Decists, the smallest faction in the Congress, introduced the most radical idea, confederation. They believe that such policy will prevent the bureaucratization of the government and to allow local councils pass legislation without permission of the central government. Federative Republic. Trade unions. The discussion about trade unions seems to be one of the most hot debates of the Congress. All major factions have its own opinion on the topic. The Bolsheviks and Mensheviks support the idea of state-controlled trade unions, making them powerless. Left SRs believe that the whole country should be ruled by VKPS, All Russian Committee of Trade Unions. That will consist of local trade unions. The Decists believe that trade unions should be autonomous units of workers' self-governance. The NSP believe that trade unions should be independent and supported by the state. Gotta keep the NSP in control, man. Alright, do I join the International or create my own alliance? Probably create my own alliance. I'm not really jabbing with these filthy syndicalists. They're not true revolutionaries, now are they? gonna save just in case, or not load. Save just in case I regret it. Create our own alliance. Opposition. The previous debates led to the idea of impossibility to satisfy all fractions in the Duma. What Duma? The fractions suggest that we should eliminate the opposition in the following sense of the word. Bukharin suggests that all fractions should... You mean factions? I think they mean factions, not fractions. All fractions should follow the general line of the party. In other words, he suggests we should create a homogeneous socialist party that will rule the country. However, the Mensheviks and Desists are strongly opposed to this idea. Yeah, let's do this. The executive power. The last question that we are to decide on the Congress is the question of executive power. The Bolsheviks and left SRs believe that we should empower the chairman, person who should represent the proletariat and peasantry in our country. The others strongly believe that we should empower the party to prevent bureaucratization and centralization of power. Power the party. The Emergency Congress. Results. The Emergency Congress of the Soviets has ended. All the debates have been resolved, and the winners are... NSP Right Communist or NSP leads Homogeneous Socialist Government? Homogeneous. Create faction, Fourth International. What's their faction called? The Third International. It's could be a real fuck you. My international's one more than your international. Fuck it, let's do it. I mean, I already made the decision to do it, so it's just a matter of doing the focus. Let's seek some allies. I gotta redo this because I technically changed countries. Actually, wait. If I change countries, did my tag... If my tag is changed, then I'll know for a fact that I changed countries. SOV, yes, my tag is changed. I actually changed countries. feel like there's a better way to do that than actually changing my country. I'm not sure why they went that route. Let's see. Much more fleshed out, yes. Introduce the NEP again. And I support the kulaks again. Weird. Weird that I have to do those twice. I mean, technically. Let's see. Yeah, backwards industry. Alright, let's declare war on the Orenburg Cossack host. Ooh, research slot. Absolutely. Chairman of the Central Executive Committee. The Central Executive Committee is the supreme legislative, administrative, and revising body of the Russian Federative Socialist Republic. The chairman of the body is elected by the members of the committee every 4 years. This person shall be the head of state, but his power will be limited by collegial power of the committee, and he will only represent our country abroad. Kirov. Hey, do you have promotions? You do. I forgot to check them for promotions. I'll have to get Winter Expert next.
Готов подвигаться.
Nice for fighting Finland.
До приказа.
You'll know Guerrilla Fighter. Or Guerrilla. It's one of those. Depends on where you're from. The RDP take power in Bulgaria. Oh, thank you.